sorry.
Yeah, I mean he does, but God, oh God, folks, I'm sorry. Yeah, we be having some crazy off-camera conversations before we hit that go live button. I'm sorry, I'm trying to recover. All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Jump Over the Barricade Weekly Wrestling Podcast. I am well. First, since Reggie's is shorter, I'm gonna do his first. That right over there is Mr. 100 Yards and Running, and also Palm Home Court Advantage podcast coming soon. Mr. Reggie MF Walker, and you can call me Beast, call me Beast Mode, call me Rose, call me Rose Mode. You can call me Rose Gold if you want to. Nobody has, still no one has, but I'll leave the option there for you because that's the kind of guy I am. But whatever you call me, make sure you add I'm your mama's favorite wrestling reviewer on this here internet, whether you want to talk about YouTube or Facebook. Man.
This week,
This
indeed.
week. Okay, before we jump into the shows, before we jump into Raw, because we know we got some things to talk about on Raw. I've been playing 2K26 off and on since it came out,
Hmm.
and bro, it seemed like every day. Like I had to leave a bunch of 2K26 groups on Facebook because there's just so much complaining about absolutely nothing. And I mean absolutely nothing. Okay, we're gonna start at the biggest complaint. The ringside pass. I'm gonna say this here, I'm gonna say this now. If you are complaining about the ringside pass and you are in our age bracket, I do not want to hear the words WWF No Mercy and WWF SmackDown Here Comes the Pain are the greatest wrestling games of all time. I don't want to hear you say those words if you're complaining about the ringside pass. You want to know why? Because in those games, there were characters and arenas and and let's see, creation parts, moves,
And title belts, move
entrances,
sets.
title
Yep.
belts, all of that stuff had to be unlocked.
Yep.
How did you unlock them? You played the damn
The game.
game
Yep.
and you earn the in-game currency, and when you have enough, you unlock.
Yep.
That's all the ringside pass is. That's
Yep.
all it is. And they're like, oh, but they're making you pay on top to skip tiers. They're making you pay on top. How are they making you do that? Tell me. They have the option there. Guess what you don't have to do? You don't have to do it. You can play the damn game. And one of my good friends, one of the arguments they made for the ringside pass thing is, oh, the option is highlighted. I don't care if the option is highlighted, is sitting in the corner doing a little dance, group titties. If I don't want to click it, I'm not clicking it. It's an option to do. If you don't
Hmm.
want to do it, you don't do it. And you play the damn
The game.
game. And
My only, not to cut you off, my only problem with the game is this. I love the game. It's a great game.
Mhm.
Why does it have to be so many CM Punk characters? I get it. I get that he's on the cover of the game. We get that. Why does it have to be so many characters? 2K does this every
Because
year.
because that's who the
And,
showcase is about. No, no,
and
remember,
I get it.
first it was why are there so many Rey Mysterios? Why are there so many John Cena's? Why are there so many Roman Reigns? Why no,
And I
no,
say this because
it's
that those slots could be used for other characters. I get that we're going to get those characters in, later on anyway, but still, you have a big roster. You could fill those spots up with other characters that's not in the game. Fine, I get when you pre-ordered it. Great, you gave us Joe Hendry. Great, thank you for that. But
Mhm.
still, it does not have to be so many CM Punk characters. And the thing that got me is this.
Hold
For
on, what did
those
Mel say?
who know one about no CM Punk slander. There's no CM Punk slander here.
No, no,
I
no,
love
no, no,
Punk like
no,
the
no, no,
next
no.
guy. It's no
Listen, hey,
slander at
hey,
all.
no punk slander at all. No punk slander at all.
What's going on,
Wait,
my brother
what's going
BG?
on, BC? What's
But
going
but
on,
but
brother?
my thing is this. It does not have to be so many characters. Just give us three. I'll be good with three of them, and that's it. But we don't need CM Punk 2002, CM Punk 2000, and you know what I'm saying? 2012, CM Punk 2014, CM Punk 2024. Come on, bro. That spot can be used for other talent on the roster.
I'm
That's all
sorry,
I'm
bro. Speak for
saying.
yourself. I'm sorry,
That's
bro.
all
Speak
I'm
for yourself on this
saying.
one. Because speak for yourself on this one because damn it, they added Ring of Honor Punk with the song. So I'm working on showcase mode hard right now to get that one. Actually, no. No, actually you unlock that one in my eyes. All I gotta do is get the points. Oh, look at
Yep.
that, folks. I'm playing the damn game to unlock things.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, and another
Just play
thing.
the game, folks.
The last thing is the other biggest complaint. The damn stamina bar. Hey, guess what? I play showcase where you can't turn that thing off. I understand the frustrations. But guess what? Everywhere else in the game, except for my faction, which I don't play anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Everywhere else in the game, guess what you can do? Turn it off. Turn it
Hmm.
off. Turn it off.
Hmm.
The purple stamina bar
It's that
won't be a
simple.
factor. You turn it off. Go to options. It's right there.
Hmm.
Stamina, set it to infinite. That means you turned it off.
I mean, it don't bother me because I play either way, but stamina or no stamina, still play the game.
Just play them. And you want here's why the ringside pass thing falls on deaf ears for me. Reverse mode this year, guess what they have? They have a watch show option. That means you can sit there and watch the show play out and not touch your damn controller. And guess what? You still get points for those matches.
Yep. You're
That
still
means you're
getting
literally
points.
getting the points for not playing the game. You don't have to touch your controller. And if you want the matches to go short, wait till it reaches 60 seconds, hit pause, go to options, wrap up match. And the match will be done within like the next minute. and you get your points. You're not playing the game. Stop the damn complaining, yo. Either play the game or don't. Buy the game or don't. If it's not, if you don't like the ringside pass and you ain't got it yet, don't get it. If you already got it, stop complaining,
And just enjoy the
please.
damn game.
Play the raw spot. Play the game, okay?
Monday Night Raw
All
was
right,
very, very
Monday Night
interesting
Raw.
this week.
Monday
It
Night friggin'
started.
Raw. Okay.
It started. It started amazingly. It started with Seth freaking
Who
Rollins
did
and
it?
all those
Mm-hmm.
guys running in the ring, which I still don't freaking get, which I still think it's stupid, but whatever. It's Seth Rollins.
The Putty Patrol came out.
The Putty Patrol, that's exactly what it is. Seth Rollins is
Yep.
in the ring. He said he's going to do everything in his power to tear down the Vision. From the top to the bottom, which he's done so far. So Paul Heyman
Mm-hmm.
comes out after Seth stomped his face in last week and hit him with a steel chair. Paul
Looking
Heyman comes
disheveled.
out and he
Just
says
looking unkempt.
these looking terrible as ever. And he's
Mm-hmm.
saying these words: F-A-F-O. F-A-F-O. F5.
Mm-hmm.
Out comes the beast. Here comes Brock.
Mm-hmm. I was
Brock
not on the
Lesnar
show.
comes
What you
out
talking about?
with Paul Heyman. And Brock
All
Lesnar
right,
is
knock him
just
out there.
destroying. Brock Lesnar is destroying Seth Rollins' little putties, making his way into the ring.
He's destroying the.
And I
He's
felt bad
destroying
for
the
one of
Putty
them.
Patrol. Hold up. He's destroying the Putty Patrol while Lord's dead. Watch inside the ring.
That's pretty much what that was.
Seth Rollins is Lord's dead. Oh God.
Seth Rollins is
I
Lord
cracked
Zed.
myself up. Anyway.
Brock is destroying these guys left and right. He makes his way to the ring, and he is face to face with Seth Rollins. But that's not the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. Out comes the ruler. Yes, do the strut. Do the strut. Over Femi, ladies and gentlemen, struts his way to the ring. Face to face, ladies and gentlemen.
That man strutted to the. He strutted to the ring. He said, "I don't care who you are."
I don't care who you are. That's why I love Over Femi. Over Femi comes to the ring. Now he's face to face with Brock and Seth instead of on the side of Over Femi.
I kept going. Yeah, as soon as Oba got in the ring, I kept saying, "Seth, you can go now." Seth, you
Everybody
can go
was
now.
like, Seth, you can go now. So we got over Brock and Seth. Brock turns around that one little turnaround to force Seth outside the ring. Before he could turn around, out of nowhere, Over hits Brock with a fall of grace. Stomps on Brock's chest. Points at the WrestleMania sign. And we all know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, in a couple of weeks, we are getting the Beast versus the Ruler, Over versus Brock. I'm making my pick early on this one. I'm riding with the Ruler on this one. all day. Brock, we've been there with you. We've done that with you. You were the next big thing. Keyword word, the next big thing. And now your time is up. And at WrestleMania, you are going to get ruled and owned by one Obafemi. Your thoughts on that?
What have I been saying on this damn podcast damn near weekly since Obafemi was in NXT? Obafemi being in WWE means we don't need Brock Lesnar. I've been saying it for years now. At this point, it's years.
Yep.
I've been saying it since Oba showed up at NXT. Okay? And now you're seeing it. Now we're gonna finally see. I love it. It tastes great when I'm right. It's so great. I love it, folks. And now I had I had my doubts because of the report that came out that Brock was talking about he doesn't want to lose until he retires. Apparently, it came out again that report wasn't accurate. And then on top of it, the other thing that gives me hope on this, the only other person he put over in the same way is Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
When Drew was gonna win the title from him, and they had that segment when Drew caught him at the entrance ramp with the Claymore, and Brock said, "Pick
Hmm.
up the title." Same thing here. After the fall from grace, Brock looked up at Oba and said, "Step on me." Brock's not putting you over that well unless you're going over on him.
Hmm.
Oba needs to win this match. Don't, Paul, 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 Paul. Obafemi needs to win this match. I don't want to hear about nothing else. Obafemi needs to win this match, Paul. Do you hear me? Probably not because you're not watching this. But somebody who is watching this, get this back to him. Obafemi needs to win this match, Paul. I'm I'm
Yes, he does.
I'm not I'm not playing. Don't play. Do not play.
We
I will cut the
have.
show off. Hold up. Mel, in the background, I know you can hear me. You gonna be around. If Obafemi don't win that match, I'm cutting the show off. Or if I can't cut the show off, I'm walking out the room. I'm not watching the rest of the show. Mark that down. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
We had our first championship match of the evening, which was the women's intercontinental championship match
Mm-hmm.
between the champion AJ Lee and the challenger Bailey. Now, this match to
Great
me,
match. Great match.
it was a great match, and it was what I expected it to be. Bailey, and shout out to Bailey. Bailey's a veteran. Bailey is one of the four horsewomen for those who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Bailey is been trying to discover, like I said last week, this character that I wanted to see from her with getting in her head and making a change, and now she's going back to the role model Bailey. I get it, But
Mm-hmm.
in all, great match. Great match. AJ and Bailey went back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
AJ hitting her finisher, which is the Black Widow. Bailey
Mm-hmm.
tries to hold on. Bailey taps out. Your winner. And still
And
Intercontinental Champion,
mm-hmm.
AJ Lee. But here's the kicker. And we saw this coming. We've been calling it
Mm-hmm.
on the show for weeks. Out
Mm-hmm.
comes big time Bex, if you want to call her that, or the man, for those who want to call her the man. Becky Lynch comes out and attacks AJ Lee, slapping her face to the pole. She's on top of her, punching her. She grabs the
Mm-hmm.
title and she throws it back down on AJ. We all know tomorrow night, AJ is going to address that situation. For those that have been watching this show, what have both of us been saying was going to happen with these two all week? Where does it end?
And Mania.
It ends at WrestleMania. We see AJ Lee
Or
defending.
you know what? I can honestly see it spilling over into Backlash as well.
If it does, if it does go over to Backlash, here's what's going to happen at WrestleMania. If it does go over to Backlash, AJ is going to lose to Becky at WrestleMania.
I don't think so. I think if it is going to Backlash, AJ wins, and then Becky gets it back at Backlash. I do want to see. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see somebody else with the IC title other than Becky Lynch, because she'll be
Yes,
what? She'll be a what? 4-time
a
Intercontinental Champion by
four-time
then.
Intercontinental Champion. Yes,
Yeah, bro.
yes,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. It's time for somebody else, yo. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's definitely time.
yes. Are we really going to have to? Now, I got on you about this segment a few weeks back,
Mm-hmm.
and you said you were entertained with these two. I don't see why, but I get it. We had El Grande Americano against the original El Grande Americano. And I'm so glad that this match did not happen at WrestleMania. Thank you for that, Paul.
Oh,
I'm glad
oh,
you
oh,
did
oh,
it
it's gonna.
on a Monday Night
Oh, it's
Raw.
gonna.
You better not. He
It's
better
still.
not.
Oh, it's still happening. Oh, it's still gonna. Oh, it's still happening. Trust me. Trust me. It's happening. It's
We had
happening
the
at
two
Mania.
El Grande Americanos going one on one, and these two were going back and forth until El Grande Americano's henchman, which is Rio, and
Rio
what's the
and
other one's
Bravo.
name? And Bravo,
Bravo.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. For those who don't know who they are, let's be real.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll listen. I'm part of the problem, folks. I hold my hands up. I'm part of the problem. Okay. I beast. Hi. Hi guys. I'm part of the problem. This is too entertaining to me. I'm sorry. I can't okay, my wife doesn't understand me either on this when I say this. I can't keep saying justice for Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate if they're gonna keep being this entertaining under the mask. I can't, in good faith, do that. I know they deserve better, so act like you deserve better. I'll sell the shit out of this. If you want me to say justice for you, Tyler Bate, stop the dance. Jesus Christ, Tyler, you're killing me. Peter Spanish. Oh my God, dog. The fact that they're both, the fact that all three of them are learning Spanish to get the gimmick over, bro. How do you not see the genius? How do you not see the genius of this?
I mean, I get it, but we've seen enough.
I have it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go to Mania, damn it. Let's go to Mania, Mass versus Mass, and this is how we get Chad Gable back, okay? And Ludwig Kaiser can go on as El Grande Americano. We will worry. Oh, damn it! See, you see how passionate about this? I'm knocking the camera down. We will get Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate the respect they deserve. We will get it for them. However, let's go to Mania. Mass versus Mass. Okay? It has to be.
If you do that, that better open WrestleMania night one. Get it out the way so
That's
we won't
fine.
have to see it
That's
again.
fine. That is fine. I will take it. I will take it. But listen, the way and the way the Ludwig Kaiser version of El Grande got the win was genius. Okay, Bravo slid in. He put the thing under. He put the metal plate under the mask. Chad went up. The original El Grande went up, hit the flag headbutt, landed directly on the metal plate, knocking himself out. El Grande gets his arm over for the one, the two, the three. Your winner, El Grande. Oh, not just the Rey de Reyes winner for 2026. Also, El Grande Americano. Listen, y'all will not convince me that this storyline is bad. Sorry,
It ain't
you
bad,
won't
but
do it.
Monday Night Raw has become a big soap opera. But I get it. It's less matches and
Of
more
course it has.
promos, and that's what we saw. That's what we saw with the Judgment Day, with Liv
Hmm?
Morgan talking to Finn Balor and telling him, "We planned this all along. You were just a puppet in their way, and they used you to get what they wanted from you, and they just gave you the boot, Finn. We all see where this is going. At WrestleMania, we're going to see Dominic Mysterio go one on one with Finn Balor. But it's not just going to be
Mm-hmm.
any Finn Balor. We are
Mm-mm.
going to see the demon Finn Balor. And this is a Finn Balor that I wanted to see for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I think we all have it.
When was the
But
last time we saw the demon?
WrestleMania 39, if I remember correctly. Yeah, against Brood Edge. with
Yep.
the with the nameplate like it's 2K. Brood Edge. Yeah, but yeah, that was the last time we saw the demon was against Brood Edge.
Yeah.
Listen, we're due for the demon to come back. We are definitely due for the demon to come back. But you know what I want to see come back. I want the WWE version of the Bullet Club,
Yes, yes.
and it looks like we may be getting it with what happens on SmackDown. But we'll get to that.
We will get to that. But Monday Night Raw, back to Monday Night Raw. We
Yes,
had
yes.
the women's world champion, Stephanie
Oh,
Vicaire.
wait, wait, real quick. While we're on the Judgment Day thing, so after they attacked, after they booted out Finn Balor on Twitter, they were all tweeting about it, and bragging and whatnot. And I commented under Liv Morgan's, and I said Raquel is about to be your G.
Mm,
Wait on it, and I said wait on it, and guess what? She liked it.
mm.
So I want y'all. So that is a public acknowledging that I have told you that Raquel is going to turn on you, and you're like, oh, I know.
We all see
Well,
it.
let's see.
And you know when it's going to
Let's see what
happen? It's going to
happens.
happen at WrestleMania. Because,
It's good.
like,
It's
getting
gonna
leading
happen.
to this match,
It's good. Not
we,
not only that. Not only that. It's gonna happen whenever Roxanne comes back.
yes,
Yeah, whenever Roxanne comes back from injury, that's when I think that's when it happens.
Paul, if you are listening, when that
Hmm.
happens, I want him to do one thing for me. Just one. Give Raquel the damn title.
Yes,
She's
please.
been busting her behind to get to that title, and she's been getting played over and over and over again. Now that Rhea is on SmackDown, give Raquel the title. She
And
deserves it.
if you're not gonna give her that one, give her the damn Intercontinental.
Give her a title.
Yes, Raquel deserves. You know what? People throw around deserves a lot. Raquel has earned a title.
Yes, yes.
She's earned it. Give it to her.
Whenever we see Raquel and Stephanie go one on one, we get a great match.
Hmm.
And to me, this was a statement match for Stephanie leading to Mania because she gets Liv Morgan one on one. And this is a storyline that's been going back and forth. And I like the build up between Liv and
Hmm.
Stephanie
Indeed.
because it's a great build up for both. And if you're gonna build them up to have a great match, which I know it's gonna be, that match is going to be probably one of the best matches on night one because I see that match
Hmm.
happening night one. It's probably gonna be one of the best matches of night one. So
You know what? Yeah, I think because I think they do the whatever night the world title's on, the women's WWE title goes on that same night. So we'll probably get Jade and Ray on night two with Punk and Roman, and then
right.
yeah, I can see living Stephanie happening night one. Yep, with Cody and Randy,
With Cody and Randy.
who we will also get to
Stephanie gets the
when we get to
win,
SmackDown.
and it's gonna be some friction within the Judgment Day because we've been seeing it for weeks between Liv and Raquel. Every time they interfere in one of their matches, what happens? The other one
Hmm?
always lose. And we saw it again. Not surprisingly, but I get why. It's a build-up. You know what else
Hmm.
is a build-up? Now we entered the women's division. We get
What's that?
Natty versus Maxine. And to me, Maxine Dupree has been working so hard. I've been impressed with her. And before I was like, I don't see it. She had to grow on me. But now I'm seeing the improvement of Maxine. And
Hmm.
if she keeps this up, you gotta put Maxine, you gotta put her back in the IC title reign or give her a partner that she's gonna build that chemistry with and let them go for the tag titles.
Or get her to
But
SmackDown and give her US.
right, something got to be done with Maxine. But we get Maxine and we get Natty one more
Same
time.
for Ivy. Not same for Ivy now, by the way. But we'll
Same
get
for
her too.
Ivy now, by the way. We'll get into Ivy now in a minute. But we get Maxine, we get Natty going one on one. Now this rivalry has been brewing since Natty calls Maxine the women's IC title, which is being currently held by AJ Lee.
Hmm.
So is it the end of this rivalry? Or do you see this rivalry continuing?
It'll be a Mania match. If
Does it
not,
need
it'll.
to
If
be?
not, it no. But honestly, if it doesn't go to Mania, they'll leave it off Mania, but it'll be on Backlash. It will be on the pay per view, a PLE rather. It
I
will be on the
mean,
PLE.
if you're gonna do it
If
at
not, if
Backlash,
not,
let it open a
if
show.
not Mania Backlash. Yeah, yeah. If not Mania, it'll be on Backlash at some point, like probably second.
Here's the kicker to this rivalry. Natty gets the win, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Maxine taps out. But here's what makes this interesting. Backstage, it was an interview. I think it was Catherine Kelly interviewing I think who she was interviewing. There was an interview
I forget who it
backstage.
was, but what was
Maxine,
important here was what was happening in the background.
Maxine was having a conversation with the Vision.
Hmm.
Why would Maxine be having a conversation with Austin Theory and Logan Paul?
Hmm.
What's up with that?
Hmm. We could be looking
Let's
at
get to
a new Paul Heyman girl.
could be, and that would be great for Maxine's career if they go that route. And you
Absolutely.
also
I
and
mean,
just like you said,
if things
if
happening
you
in
go
the background, the promos are anything to go by these days, which again we'll get to on SmackDown.
yes,
I'm gonna make y'all so I'm gonna make people mad. People are gonna be mad at me. I don't care.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk.
Oh God, this. Oh God, this. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
We know that these two been going back and forth since Roman won the Royal Rumble.
Hmm.
These two, and this is the best. And I gotta give him his flowers. These are the best. This is the best I've ever seen Roman Reigns promo.
Hmm. I'll give him that. I'll give it that.
because him and Punk going back and forth, leading to this
Hmm.
match at Mania, with the words that has been said, starting with Punk saying that he was going to bury Roman Reigns next to his father.
Hmm.
The Usos come out. We all know the history of that. Jimmy punches Punk. Punk is on the
Hmm.
ground. Leading to this
And
week,
Punk was even Punk,
Roman.
Punk was even saying then. Punk was even saying then when Jimmy punched him off mic. He was even saying, "I deserve that. I deserve that."
Yes.
Yep.
Leading to this week, Roman gets
Hmm.
the Roman's in the ring. Punk comes out. Punk's calling Roman a part timer. He uses his
Well,
family.
well, well, first, Punk said that Roman keeps calling him Phil, keeps using his
Yes,
government name.
he keeps using
He
his
goes,
government name, which is
he,
Phil.
he he says my friends and my family, they could call me that, you know, but you're not my friend, you're not my family, and I could come out here and call you Titty Tiaki or whatever your real name is. And he says,
Right.
I'm definitely not going to call you Joe because that would be disrespectful to a real Samoan who I love
To a
very
real
much.
Samoan who I love very much. Shout out Samoa Joe.
Shout out Samoa Joe. And Roman said, and even he'll tell you, you better acknowledge your tribal chief.
Yep.
Horrible comeback, by the way. But anyway,
Horrible comeback.
but anyway, th- we gonna talk horrible comeback. Go ahead.
What made this promo interesting? Roman Reigns.
Did it
And
really?
it didn't make it interesting, but it led to him getting knocked on his ass. And here's why. And I wasn't mad at Roman when he said this because it's kind of true, but it ain't. But I get it. He called him old, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
he did what?
Now
He called him what?
he called him old.
Oh! Oh! He said CM Punk is old. Oh!
Here's my comeback to
The
that.
man, the man tells you he's gonna bury you next to your father. You don't show up to confront him about it. Your cousins do. And your response to him is he's old. If it wasn't written in the script that it says, and then CM Punk punches him, he would not have hit you for that.
He wants to talk about old. I'm gonna bring this up and I'm gonna leave it where it's at. If we could watch saggy, nasty looking Ric Flair wrestle for over 15 years, you
Ric
calling
Flair was
CM
old.
Punk old?
Ric Flair was old when we was little.
Right.
Ric Flair was old when we were little. Ric
Could
Flair,
that segment?
Ric Flair was like what? Hold up, let me think. Punk 47, 48. Ric Flair was 43 when he won the world title.
Ric Flair was old when I was in high school, and I'm
Ric Flair
43.
been old our whole career. And listen. We not like we not. This is not to just cast strays at Ric Flair, bro. But like that was not that wasn't a comeback, Roman.
It wasn't.
That was the weakest you've done, bro. That was the weakest you have done. You're old.
NXT was Booker
NXT.
T Appreciation Night,
Indeed.
and it started. And shout out to my boy because we was talking about this, and we were talking about this too, Beast. What did
Hmm.
we say we did not want to see during this first match? The first match, the first championship match of the evening, was a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. We had Sol Ruka, we had Zarya, and we had the women's champion herself, JCJ. Everybody, just like he said last week with Roxanne Perez, we are seeing the same thing with JCJ. And now the question is this: who who is going to take that title off of JCJ? Everybody thought it was going to be one of these two, including myself. Man, was
Hmm.
I wrong? Man, was I wrong?
Man was weird, but I did
These
prepare for this.
women, these women were going back and forth. Soruka being the talent that she is, Zarya being the powerhouse that she is. I call JC Jane the female version of Edge because when the opportunity is right in her direction, she's going to strike and she's going to jump all over it like an ultimate opportunist. That is JC Jane.
Hmm. Hmm. I agree.
Zarya, Zarya hitting the F5 on both of these women. Once on JC on
Hmm.
the outside, one on Soruka on the inside. She Fallon Henley,
Hmm.
or whoever you want to call her, Miss Laney Reed.
Hmm.
They get destroyed on the outside of the ring. Sorry, no, Soruka, talented, hits the Soul Snatcher
Hmm.
on Zarya. What does Miss Ultimate Opportunist, Miss JCJ does? She pulls Zarya outside the ring. Zarya is brawling with Fatal Influence. JC puts
Hmm.
her arm right over Soul,
Hmm.
pin Soul for the one, the two, the three. Your
Hmm.
winner, and still, I'm gonna say this again. Your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion, JCJ.
She made a fool out of both of us, bro.
Yes, she did.
She made a fool out of both of us.
The question still remains,
This this
and I
this
kind
this
of
ha-
have.
this has this has to end and stand and deliver, right?
It has to.
Right? This
It better
has
be.
to end and stand and deliver, right?
And being the
please,
fact that Kendall Gray
Sean,
just dropped,
Sean, please.
yes, being the fact that Kendall Gray just dropped the Evolve Women's Championship and is now on NXT, it has to be Kendall Gray, the one that's beating JC Jane. If it's not Kendall Gray, then I don't know who. It has to end, just like he
Well,
said, at
fatal,
Stand and Deliver.
fatal influence. Fatal influence had a little bit of a so-so night because there was a women's speed championship match that I think that was the main event.
No, the main event
We'll
was the
get.
North American title match.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, but I think that was the semi-main. So we will get to it. We'll
Yes.
get to what happened in that match. What came after the women's NXT title? I like, bro. I was honestly with NXT. I was in and out this week because I was dealing with Jay. So,
We had Booker T
oh
Appreciation
yes,
Night.
yes, this,
His
yes,
whole
yes. I
family
did
was
remember
out
this.
there,
I did remember this.
and they were honoring Booker T on NXT because let's face it, Booker T is the voice of NXT. He's been
Hmm.
that for two plus years,
Hmm.
and they were honoring him. They gave him a plaque. They thanked him for what he's done for NXT. But one person had a problem with Booker T,
Who was that,
and
Reg?
that's Mr. Keanu Carter,
Oba, aka Obafemi without a conscience.
aka Obafemi on steroids.
Hmm. Which is
Comes out,
wild. Which is a
which
wild
is
thought.
wild. He comes out and he says Booker doesn't deserve this. He don't know why Booker is being appreciated. Now, if you saw the match, the triple threat last week, Keanu Carver put Mr. What's this guy's name?
Jasper Troy.
Jasper Troy, the former speed champion. He puts Jasper Troy through a table.
Hmm.
So now we got a face off between Booker and Keanu Carver.
Now,
Out
now, folk, now,
comes,
now, real quick for everyone that's not familiar as to why Booker's involved, is because Booker T was Jasper Troy's mentor on LFG.
yes,
So basically, when Jasper Troy called out Keanu Carver came out to Booker and was like, "Tell your boy keep my name out his mouth."
right,
So that's why Booker's involved. Now, Keanu Carver basically came out and did the Mr. T speech from Rocky 3
yeah, yeah, he
when
did.
Rocky was getting a statue. He basically came out and did almost word for word the speech. So, like you said, don't give him don't give him no award, give him guts. Clubber Lang said to Rocky, don't get his sucking no statue, give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You had your shot, now give me mine. And why don't you tell these nice folks why you've been ducking me? So he basically did that. So folks, we may see Booker T come up out that suit one more time.
Going again,
We
yeah.
may see we, we
And I
may
can
see
see it
Booker
happening.
T. Yep, we may see Booker T in a match against Keanu Carver. We could see that.
Stand and deliver?
I wouldn't
Could
doubt it.
be.
April 4th, standing delivery. We'll see.
Back to Fatal Influence. Fallon Henley
Mhm.
has to
Women's speed
defend
champion.
her women's speed championship against one Ren Sinclair. And I like Ren Sinclair because watching the no quarter catch crew fall apart right before her eyes, it leaves her by herself. But Kendall Gray picks up the pieces with her. So she got somebody by her side. And it's in her hometown of Texas. She gets
Hmm.
the opportunity to shock the world and dethrone Fallon Henley to become the speed champion. Can does she does do she does, ladies and gentlemen. The match was a great match, great back and forth match. Fallon tries to block everything that Ren was throwing to her. Shout out to Ren Sinclair because she's gonna go places too. She slept on, and I've been saying this since I've been watching Ren Sinclair. She is slept on, and I could see her on the main roster soon too. Don't sleep on Ren Sinclair.
Hmm.
But her and
I
Fallon
agree.
Henley going back and forth. Ren hitting Fallon with some moves. Fallon coming in the match with an injury. So that happened earlier in the night when she got involved in Zarya and that business. So she gets injured
Hmm.
in that and had to go defend the speed championship against Ren Sinclair. So she's coming in banged up.
Hmm.
Ren took that to her advantage, locked in those arms, flipped Fallon over. The refs check in on Fallon. Fallon taps. Your winner and new women's speed champion, Ren Sinclair.
Hmm.
Well deserved, well earned. It's about damn time.
Hmm.
Let's see what y'all could do moving forward from here on out.
Indeed. I remember being in Vegas last year for Mania, and when I got off the plane, we had to wait for um Val's best friend who was out there for Mania with us and whatnot. And this woman, unbeknownst to her, completely oblivious to her, was on the plane with the entire NXT roster.
Wow.
So she gets off the plane and she comes to meet up with us. And I give her a hug and whatnot. And I open my eyes, and coming toward me is the entire NXT roster who just got off the same plane. This is after I had just spotted Jonathan Gresham in the airport.
Wow.
Um, and I say that because Ren Sinclair was there, and I'm watching everybody take pictures with like Lexus King, Miles Bourne, you know, Trick at the time, like I'm watching them, do all that, and Ren Sinclair is like standing there, like waiting for somebody to take a picture with her, but nobody's really going up to her. And then now I got this thing about not taking pictures with them in the airport because I don't want to be like I'm one of them fans that waits at the airport for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I like that ain't what I was on. So, but then I finally see somebody go up to her for a picture, and she lit up, bro. Like she seemed like one of the most genuine, like nice, down to earth people that they have on their roster, and
Hmm.
like you could tell in that moment. Like I could tell it in that moment. So I'm definitely glad to see Ren Sinclair um finally get some gold in NXT. New women's feed champion. Let's see where it goes from there, man. Good job, Ren Sinclair. We
Good job,
we
Brent Sinclair.
we shout you out on this channel. There will be no Ren Sinclair slander on our watch channel.
I'm just going to skip to the main event of NXT, and then we're going to talk about SmackDown.
Yep,
The main
let's do
event
that.
we had for the North American Championship, we had the champion,
Women's North
Tatum
American.
Paxley.
Women's North American.
Women's North American Championship, we had the champion, Tatum Paxley, defending against her former mentor slash best friend, if you want to call her that, Izzy Dane.
Mm, is-
And this was an ADO type of match. This was a steel cage match. And Enzo General Manager made a stipulation to this match. The only way to win this match is by pinfall or submission. You could not escape this cage. You had to win by pinfall or submission because this rivalry had to end. These
Yep.
two tore the house down from start to finish. This was a 5-star match for me because these two know each other so well, and they were going back and forth.
Mhm.
And I mean, they were throwing each other against the cage. They were climbing the cage. We seen Tatum suplex Izzy off the cage into the ring. We saw a lot of going back and forth between these two, but Tatum getting the best of Izzy, hitting her with her finishing move. I don't know what it's called yet, but I will get there. Pinning Izzy
Uh,
for the
wait, wait, wait,
one.
wait, wait. Cemetery Drive. Cemetery Drive is what
Cemetery
it's called.
Drive.
Yep.
Hitting Izzy in the ring with the Cemetery Drive. Pinning Izzy for the one, the two, the three. Your winner and still NXT Women's Champion, Tatum Paxley. But here was the
Yep.
kicker to this match. Tatum is on the ramp. She's celebrating her victory. Out, out of nowhere, from underneath the ramp, comes Miss Blake Monroe, who attacks Tatum, pulls Tatum down with her, grabs the NXT Women's North American Championship, and dragging that down with her also, ending NXT.
Blake wants her title back.
Blake wants her title back. Should she lost it? To me, no. And I get that y'all wanted to put a title on Thea. She's been there for a while, but she shouldn't. We all know she shouldn't have beat Blake that night with that
No,
botch. Some call
no,
it a botch, but she did.
it was.
Friday Night SmackDown started chaotically, ladies and gentlemen.
Hmm.
Now we know these two been going back and forth since Drew dropped the title. No one seen SmackDown starting this way. We've seen the superstars coming
Mm-mm.
in, making their way to the arena.
Hmm.
I think it was Sammy that we saw that they're talking
Hmm.
to. Out you see
I think it
referees
was. I think it was Sammy.
running. It was Sami Zayn running to the parking lot. Why is they running to the parking lot? Because Drew McIntyre crashes into Jacob Fatu. He breaks open the windshield, pulls Jacob out, and begins to punch Jacob Fatu numerous times in the head, leaving Jacob a bloody mess. Then Drew goes through the crowd, makes his way to the arena, makes his way to the ring,
Hmm.
and he is talking his crap. Nick Aldis comes out and said Drew is a big crybaby, being the fact that Drew is no longer champion. Drew thinks he should still be champion, defending his title at WrestleMania, but that's not the storyline everybody wants to see. But here we are. Is Jacob done? No, 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 no. Here comes a bloody Jacob Fatu making his way down the ramp. Drew gets out the ring. They start scrambling again.
Mm-hmm.
They make their way to the announce table where Jacob gets the advantage. He tosses Drew McIntyre over the announce table. He's headbutting Drew McIntyre, trying to return the favor and bust Drew open.
He's headbutting him
Referees,
he's headbutting him with his own already bleeding head, by the way.
his already bleeding head that Drew had the Triple H wristbands, I call them. So when you
Mm-hmm.
see somebody with wristbands like that, somebody's getting busted open. Unfortunately, in this case, it was Jacob Fatu. So we see Drew with Jacob's blood on his hands. Jacob is tossing Drew over the announce table, just like my brother B said. He's headbutting
Mm-hmm.
him with his blood. So
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre is laid out. Referees and officials try to pull Jacob back. Jacob jumps over the barricade. You see what I did there? Jacob
Mm-hmm.
jumps over the barricade onto Drew McIntyre through the announce table.
Mm-mm.
I
Folks,
say these two fight at WrestleMania, no holds barred.
oh, it's happening.
It gotta be. It gotta be
It's
no holds
happening.
barred.
No holds barred, non-sanctioned, something.
Something.
Because my gosh, listen, folks. By the way, I want you to know we're not done talking about Jacob and Drew during this show. We're
Oh,
we're
we're
we're, we're
not.
definitely we're definitely not done.
We're not. Because folks, we
Because
had
because
a
mm,
they went at it a lot on SmackDown. But folks, on SmackDown, and some call it a shocker, some say they seen it coming. Let's see what y'all think when I talk about this match. For the WWE Tag Team Champions, we had the MFTs defending against Damian Priest and R-Truth, aka
Mhm,
Ron Cena, some want to call him. Ron
mhm,
Killings, whatever you want to call him, he's still R-Truth. R-Truth, Damian Priest, MFT's tag team titles.
mhm,
This match could have went either way. To me, Truth was the star of this match, starting the match off, holding his own, by the way, against JC Mateo and Tangaloa. So,
Was it Tongalo or
R-Truth,
Tamatonga?
it wasn't. I think it was Tamatonga.
Yeah,
Tamatonga.
it was. Yeah,
It was
Tamatonga.
Jason
Yeah.
Mateo and Tamatonga. Thank you for the correction, brother. That's what we do on
Mm-hmm.
this show. So
Indeed.
Tamatonga and JC Mateo going against R-Truth and Damian Priest for the tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
R-Truth holding his own against Tamatonga and JC Mateo till Priest gets in the match. But here was the twist in this match. We all know what Solo has.
Yep.
He said he was going to do what the Wyatt says. He said he was going to take everything from the Wyatts, which he did, and that is including the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Solo is sitting out there with the rest of the MFTs with the lantern in hand. Out comes Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gacy, the Wyatt Six. eliminating two members of the MFTs out because they are brawling to the back, which is Tangaloa and Tyler Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Tama Tonga and JC Mateo in the ring with Solo sitting there. Out of nowhere comes Uncle Howdy. He puts the mandible claw on Solo. JC Mateo comes out the ring, super kicks Uncle Howdy, tosses Uncle Howdy to the barricade. Solo is screaming for JC to go finish the match, finish him off. Now, our Truth is the legal man now.
Mm-hmm.
What does our Truth do? Now, this is before he had JC Mateo and the STFU in the ring. Uncle Howdy comes out. He does what he does to Solo. JC goes out, kicks Uncle Howdy in the face, throws him to the barricade. JC goes back into the ring. Out of nowhere, R-Truth picks JC up with an attitude adjustment and pins JC. 1, 2, 3. Your winners and new WWE Tag Team Champions. And you saw the shocking look on his face because he didn't even see it coming. Damian Priest and R-Truth are the WWE Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to R-Truth and Damian Priest.
We have said before they even did it, we said, "Yo, what are they gonna do with Damian Priest now? Hey, bro, put him with our Truth, make him a tag team."
And now they're
They
the Tag
did,
Team Champions.
and now they're the tag team. I'm still saying Truth housing for tag team champion. I didn't say it had to happen now. I knew it wasn't gonna happen now, but it should happen in the future. I'm still saying that. I'm saying it till it happens. But this right here, I like this. Damian Priest and our
Yes.
Truth tag team champions. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Now, backstage, after that, backstage, no, before that, I'm going to get to the match before that because it was for the United States title. We had championship matches on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. We had Ilya Dragunov going one-on-one with the champion himself, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Now,
Yep.
every time these two fight each other, it tears the house down.
Hmm.
And this time it did not disappoint. Mello almost pulling a JD McDonough move by almost taking himself out by
Hmm.
crashing Ilya to the announce table. These two going at it, tearing the roof off. Unfortunately, Mello had the best in this one.
See the
Pitted
thing is
Ilya.
when See the thing is when you fight Ilya Dragunov, you have to damn near kill yourself.
Yes. Yes, you're going to leave with a mark. And
Yep.
these and both of them
A
left with
few of them.
marks.
A few of them. You're gonna leave with a few marks.
You're going to leave with a few marks. But with that being said, great match between these two. Now we go backstage after Mello gets the win.
Yes,
Solo
Mello.
is
Yes, Mello
going.
retains.
Solo is going off
Hmm.
on Tamatonga
And JC. Yes.
and JC for losing the tag team titles. Tamatonga goes to Solo and says something very interesting. He looks at him and says, Now you're acting like Roman.
Yep, you're starting to act like Roman. And first he
You're
did tell him
starting to act like Roman.
he told him to give the lantern back.
Yes, he told him to give the lantern back, but when that segment goes on, here comes Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu
Barreling through.
barreling through, fighting. Drew throws Jacob to the gate. Drew has his thumbs on Jacob's eyes.
Hmm.
Tries to poke Jacob Fatu's eyes out.
They're both bleeding, by the way. Again, they're both bleeding.
They're both bleeding, by the way. And they're just beating the hell out of each other the whole into this segment. This match was crazy. It wasn't even a great match between Mello and
Hmm.
Ilya,
Hmm.
but Jacob and Drew. This has to end that mania, but this wasn't the end, and I'm going to get to that because, folks, we had another segment backstage.
Oh boy.
Randy Orton and Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder. These two are talking backstage. They get into a little confrontation.
Hmm.
Randy being Randy, and this is the version of Randy Orton that I wanted to see for a long time. So
Everybody
thank
did.
you for pulling the trigger and making him. This is the Viper I want to see from now on. That other Randy Orton where he was getting his behind kicked for time. No, I don't want to see that. Randy. This is the Randy Orton I want to see.
Hmm.
Him and Matt gets to it backstage. They had a segment in the ring. Randy wants to apologize to Matt. Matt accepts his apology, but do you really want to shake the hands of a Viper, knowing what he just did to Cody Rhodes last week? Matt, you must not have been paying attention to what Randy Orton did to Cody Rhodes last week.
Oh nine
You didn't
Orton
think
has entered the chat.
you didn't think that was going to be you,
Oh nine Orton has entered the chat.
Randy Orton kicks Matt Cardona. And Matt's on the ground. He's beating him up. He gets the steel chair. He puts it on Matt's arm, and he stomps on the steel chair.
Hmm.
This is the version. I'm gonna keep on saying it. This is the version of Randy Orton I wanted to see.
Who
This
you think
segment gonna make you.
who you think he's talking to on the phone?
Hmm, who knows? Who
Is
knows?
have we arrived at the segment where I'm gonna make people mad?
No,
Okay.
we're almost
Okay.
there. We're almost
Okay.
there
Okay.
because we got one more title match to talk about before we get to that segment. And this segment is
Hmm.
going to make you kind of mad because we have the untalented twins of Nikki and Brie Bella, the Bella twins. Yes, do that. Going for the women's tag team titles against the new champions, the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax. Thank
Why? 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 Why?
Why is
Why?
right. Thank God that this match ended in no contest, thanks to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Because this goes back to a segment with the Bellas and Charlotte and Alexa before this started, where Charlotte and Alexa is talking to the Bella twins, and I think it was Brie that took Alexa Bliss's ice cream spoon, and Alexa goes, "Did she just take my spoon?"
Hmm.
Charlotte goes, "It's okay, Alexa. It's okay."
Listen, I told you, this duo is making me love Charlotte Flair. My God,
Yeah,
after all these years, I never thought I'd say that, but my God, here we are.
it's making me like Charlotte Flair too. But here we are. And I'm glad you put them two together. But here we are.
Hmm.
And like I said, thank you that this match ended in no contest because I did not want to see Nikki and Brie as the tag team champions. Don't want to see it.
Thank God.
Thank you. Here's the segment where you are about to go off. And we are talking about Jay Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Now, these two have been going back and forth for weeks since Rhea's transferred to SmackDown, leaving Io by herself on Raw. Jay and Rhea, being the fact that Rhea won the Chamber, Rhea's going to Mania to face Jade for the WWE Women's Championship. Jade Cargill comes out. She's running her mouth. She's still saying at WrestleMania she's going to show Rhea Ripley why she is that you know the rest. She calls out Rhea Ripley. Out comes Rhea. Rhea and Jade, they get their back and forth. But here's the kicker to this. Here's the twist. Here's where some people are going to get mad. And here's where I'm going to school some people because I was waiting to talk about this thing. Out comes B-Fab and Meechin. Now we know the history of B-Fab and Meechin, right?
With Jay Clark.
With Jay Cargill. After Jay beat the crap out of B-Fab and damn near injured Meechin, they make their way to the ring. But are they going after Jay? They get to the ring. Jade looks at them. They look at her. They all turned toward Rhea Ripley and started to attack Rhea Ripley. Jade, B-Fab, Meechin. Here's where that threw me for a loop. But I get why. Why would you team up with the person that tried to take you out? And I had to think about that question when I said that. Because we've been seeing it through our whole career. I had to think about that. We saw it with Triple H and Stone Cold. And what is that famous saying? The enemy of my enemy is a what?
There's my friend.
B-Fab and Meechin Joining forces with Jade Cargill, Rhea's laid out, leaving Jade raising the title over Rhea. We've seen this.
My
Now
turn
we're on
yet?
the Jade Cargill.
My turn.
Now we're on
My
the
my
topic.
my turn. My turn yet?
I'm gonna finish my statement and I'm gonna let you have it right here. Now that we're on the topic of Jade Cargill, now that we're seeing her with BFAB and Meecha, everybody's been bashing Jade. We've seen this in AEW as well. Did she not have Red Velvet with her? Did she not have Kiara Hogan with her?
They look great too. And
Thank
Layla
you.
Gray.
And
Yep.
Layla Gray. Me Chen. And Me Chen is going to be the star of that team. And I'm going to leave it right there. The floor is yours.
So you telling me Jade Berg got two new crutches? Jade Berg. That's what I call it. Got two new crutches to hold her up. Again, like my brother said, we've seen this in AEW. We've seen this when she first came into the company as a face. And they stuck her with Bianca Belair because they know while the match that everyone wants to see is her versus Bianca Belair, if they did it then, Bianca would have exposed her. So they put her with her so that so that they're associated rather than at odds. They're not stupid, Paul. Then you break that up. Does Jade get over because of it? Naomi gets over. So then you turn Jade heel, still on her own, and you make her your heel champion. Still weak on the mic, still not great in the ring. So now you make Michin and B-Fab look stupid as hell
Yep.
and team up with her because you need to prop Jade Berg up. But I'm wrong, bro. But I'm wrong. I'm the hater. Seeing all of that, all I'm doing is literally saying what's happening. But I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for wanting her to be better. I'm never gonna get off the hill of Jade should have went to NXT. Jade should probably still be in NXT. And then you do all of this when she's a way better wrestler and way better on the mic. I figured
Yep.
out why I figured out what it is I hate about her on the mic. On the mic, she sounds like this girl I used to work with way, way, way back in the day. Her voice is just annoying, bruh. It's the inflections when she talks. She doesn't sound sure of herself. It sounds put on. Stop me when I'm telling a lie, bro. For real.
I mean, it's facts.
Stop me when you disagree, bro.
It's facts. And that's the sad thing. It's facts. It's facts. Is she getting better on the mic? Maybe just a little. Is she getting better in the ring? No. If she was gonna be this botchy, and it's sad to say this, every time I watch a Jade Cargill match, with all the talent that she has the look. The look is there. The body it's there. She's built for this. But is she really though?
Like,
Because you're
bro,
slacky in the
bro,
ring.
what Rhea said is right. Your muscles is there for show. Yo. It's sad to say that.
It's facts though, bro. Like,
You built for show. Like, come on, yo. Like,
mm,
come on, yo. Y'all know Rhea's gonna carry that match at Mania, right? Y'all do know this.
she is.
Naomi carried
She
the
is.
match at Mania last year. I know, I was there.
She did.
And we were terrified when Jade went for that move when Naomi was on her shoulders and she flipped her around into the power bomb. Like, bro,
Right.
we were terrified.
When me and my wife watched WrestleMania and we saw Naomi did what she did, my wife is the biggest Naomi fan. Shout out to my wife. She is the biggest Naomi fan. And she told me before the match even started, Naomi's gonna walk away with that title. And I looked at her. I said, "You sure about that?" Because we have this relationship where we love to debate about certain things, and she knows how much I love wrestling, and she could
Mm-hmm.
just look at the screen and it says, and look at how they come out down the ramp, and she
Mm-hmm.
looked at it was something about the way that Naomi looked that night, and my wife just looked at me and said, "Naomi's going to walk away with that title."
Not long after
I said,
Mania, she damn sure did.
not long after that WrestleMania match. As soon as she cashed in, my wife looks at me and says, "What I tell you?"
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't, I couldn't help but and I looked at her and I said, "You were right. You were right." And I asked her about this match
Mm-hmm.
specifically because she's a big Rhea Ripley fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
With all the talent that Jay Cargill has, I do not see Jade retaining at WrestleMania. I do not. If she does, it's because of BFAB and Me Chin. Now, if this, and we've seen this a lot at WrestleMania, if this is a hoax for BFAB and Me Chin to join forces with Jade to screw her out of that title, for Rhea to win and starting that rivalry, that I can see. But them just pairing her up, just throwing, here, BFAB, here, Me Chin, after she just tried to take you out, she exposed you on TV, BFAB, because we all know that you're not that great in the ring. I'm sorry. Great
You
look.
better than
You
you
have
better
the
than
face
Jade.
for it. She's
You
better
better
than
than
Jade,
Jade.
yes. Yes. But it's sad, bro. And even when they fought for the title,
You
she
go ahead.
somewhat
Yeah.
carried Jade, but they were both botchy. Both of them. And that
Yo,
match, it disgusts
I'm
me to watch that match.
I'm going to say something that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. I said this to my wife yesterday, and she went, "Whoa, okay." The only thing keeping Jade Cargill from being a buff Bella triplet is having prior athletic ability.
Yep, and that's sad. That's sad. It's facts too. It's so sad. We
Again,
see something so
again,
talented, and we see,
stop me when you disagree.
bro. You know what
Stop me
this
when
is,
you
and,
disagree.
and I hate to say this. You know what Jay Cargill is? He's a Hall of Famer too.
Sit.
Jay Cargill is the female Big Papa Pump.
Oh my God. But without the mic skills.
Without the mic skills, big for nothing. When Big Papa Pump came into WWE, he had the mic skills, big for nothing. But the way he moved in the ring, how you gonna move all that muscle in the ring, all that talent? You was a Steiner brother. I seen you doing Frankenstein's. I used to get excited watching the Steiner brothers wrestle. They was my
Mhm.
favorite tag team and my favorite tag team growing up because of my brother Mel. Shout out to Mel. Put me on to the Steiner brothers. I loved me some Rick and Scott Steiner because I
Mhm.
liked watching Scott Steiner do that Frankensteiner. Watching when he transformed from that to Big Papa Pump and the way that I was watching him wrestle in WCW and in WWE. Now I get when he got to WWE, he was working under the Vince McMahon umbrella. I get all that. Eric Bischoff was there at the time. I get all that. But the way he was moving in the ring, I said, this is not Scott Steiner. I was disgusted watching Big Papa Pump's matches. That's Jay Cargill to me right now, and that's sad to say. You big, you built, you got all the athleticism, but your ring skills, you botch a lot. If you was going to do that, you should have just kept the title on Tiffany Stratton. I'm sorry. Just keep the just. Why would you have Tiffany drop the title to Jade to try to build Jade Cargill up? Now that
Well,
Bianca's out with her finger injury, you have to
let me
scratch
say
that
this.
out.
We're acknowledging that none of this is actually Jade Cargill's fault.
It's not.
It's not her fault. It's the position she was put in.
Yes,
But the thing is, she keeps getting put in that same fucking position.
it's sad.
It's like everybody gets blinded by her physique, and it's like we gotta push that now. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Jordan Grace
You
has the same
refine
physique,
that.
but she's smaller.
Exactly. You refine that. You teach it. You teach it how to wrestle. You teach it everything you need to, and then you go from there.
And let it blossom. And let it
It took
blossom.
her. It took her what, damn near 2 years to actually debut after she got signed because she needed that long to get ready, and she's still not ready.
You know what this remind me of? Let's go back. This goes back to the Roman Reigns effect. When they was forcing the big dog down our throat. What people will say, even myself, he's not ready. Yeah, we're forcing this character down our throat. I hated Roman Reigns back when he was the big dog. You just threw
Mm.
a seed out there and you thought it was just going to blossom. It didn't. SmackDown ended with Drew and Jacob beating the hell out of each other.
Mm.
Nick Aldis and Drew are looking for them. They're running. They are on top of this.
They are on the side of the damn building, folks.
They're on the side of the building fighting. Jacob is headbutting Drew. Drew is headbutting Jacob. Jacob, he punches Drew in the face. He's giving him more headbutts. Drew is staggering down. They're dangling off of the side of the building, ladies and gentlemen. What does Drew McIntyre do? If I'm going down, you're going down with me. He pulls Jacob down with him, and both of them just go slam to end off SmackDown.
They're dead, folks. Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu fell off the side of the building to their death to end SmackDown to their death. I wish we had the in memory of graphics to put up for you. We don't. We don't have that production value yet. But I guess next week we'll be holding a memorial for Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu.
If we don't see both of them, we're gonna see Drew with his arm with probably with a neck brace, and we're gonna see Jacob probably with a cast on his arm, and they're still gonna be fighting each other leading to
let me
WrestleMania.
let me say kudos to WWE on one thing. I said after the beating he took last week, I better not see Cody on this show, and he was not on this show. So kudos
Thank
to
you.
them for that.
Yes,
Kudos to them for that. Because
but he will be there next week, though.
mm-hmm, he will be. He will be back. And we will see what happens on this road to WrestleMania. Who is Randy talking to on the phone?
Yes, who is Randy talking to on the phone?
Ted DiBiase Jr. got off.
He did.
He's not
He
going to
did.
jail. So I don't know. He could show up. Could show up, folks. But this here that you just heard from me and my brother was the real as only we can give it to you, folks. Now, if you're upset about anything I've said about Jay Cargill, ask yourself, am I the problem? Am I wrong? Or are other people just willing to make exceptions slash excuses? I want to see Jay Cargill improve. I want to see it.
So do I.
I want to see it so bad.
So do I. So do I.
And I hope that you're right and Michin does shine out of this group because I've been dying for Michin to get a push for how long now. So yeah, that needs to hurry up and happen. But folks, that was the real as only we can give it to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for my brother over there to my right, Reggie, MF Walker, Mr. 100 Yards and Running, and Home Court Advantage podcast coming soon.
See the Nick poster above me. You see it. It's coming. It's coming.
Indeed.
I'm getting it set up right now. Next time you see this, it's going to be set up. The NBA. We're going to talk basketball. So stay tuned for
Indeed.
that.
There's gonna be a lot of Knicks talk. I'm telling you right now. There's gonna be a lot of it.
Yes, it is.
Um, but For my boy Reg, this is me. You call me Beast. Call me Beast Mode. Call me Rose. Call me Rose Mode. Call me Rose Gold if you want to. No one has yet, but I leave the option there for you. So that's the type of guy I am. But whatever you call me, make sure you add that I'm your mama's favorite wrestling reviewer on this here internet, whether you want to talk about Facebook or YouTube. That being said, we sign off as only we can with meeting adjourned.